Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of What is Ahead for this week. Reminder, these are general readings, so they're not always focused on, I know a lot of people come here for the love readings, but it's not always focused on love. So this is more of a broader view. Sometimes love can come up, but it's not always about that. And don't be shy. Say hello if you are joining me here on the live, or even if you're catching the replay. I am streaming, multicasting on other platforms, not just YouTube. I'm over on Facebook as well and Twitch too. Hello, Corabelle. Good morning. Happy sunshine to you with Sunday. It's not very sunny here in the UP. It's a little bit cloudy. Good morning to my moderator, Nancy. Hello. Good to see you guys here. I am on a little bit earlier than I typically would be. Usually I'm on at 11 Central Standard Time, but I was able to get up earlier, which is nice. Usually it's Sunday mornings is my parents are away, so I usually talk to them in the mornings. So you guys ready to see what's going on into the week's energy here for us? The cards we're going to be using today, everything's got kind of a, well, minus this deck, the Wild Unknown, but everything still has the theme of Halloween. So we have Believe in Your Magic Oracle deck. You can get all of these decks absolutely on Amazon, and you can go in the description box to see my store links. I get a small percentage, like a penny, if you do select these decks. We're using the Wild Unknown Tarot for initial story play. We're going to be continuing to use the Tarot Tarot, which is basically just the major arcana cards. Really love this deck. So cute. And I love the feel that they did on the Fool's Journey itself. And then another deck that we're going to be using for most of the story today is the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. How many of you have been to Sleepy Hollow? It's on my bucket list. It's one of the areas that I absolutely want to go to. It's on my bucket list in New York. I have not gone yet, but it's definitely something that I want to do for sure. So we're going to see what the dice have to roll for us, but let's talk about this week's energy, okay? Because we got a couple of things going on. But it's a couple of things going on here that are shifting in the stars this week. We got a new moon. We got the new moon coming up in Libra on Tuesday, October 21st, with its peak energy hitting us in the morning hours here in the States. This is the last wave also of Libra energy before the sun moves into Scorpio season. So yes, we will be starting with the Libras here to wish them a farewell, but obviously they're going to still be around. But I mean, because they get the first nudge, and then we're going to move into next week with Scorpio starting off for the signs. So we're wrapping up the air element. That's the logic, the communication, the relationships, and we're stepping in here to the water energy, the deep emotion here of Scorpio. Also a very psychic sign. I always like to think when we're transitioning between each sign that we're doing a handoff of some sort. So we have been really focusing in the last several weeks with Libra's energy to reflect on how we connect with others, what those relationships are mirroring back to ourselves, taking accountabilities, taking stock of our lives. We've been doing this week on end. Now, Scorpio here is here, especially if you got Scorpio in your chart, to take what you've learned and now dig it really deep. We're going underneath. We're going in. We're going into the deep depths of the ocean here. Why do those patterns keep showing up? We're starting to ask a lot of questions. What's the truth beneath them? Ready for this? How does it make us feel? How does this make us feel? So yesterday, and just to give you an idea of this transition energy of what it may look like for you, yesterday I had an intention of doing my usual chores, but I walked past my bedroom closet, just to put some clothes away. It's a giant walk-in closet, and it's also been the closet of horror, I like to call it, because since I moved in here, this closet is so big that I just tend to shove things in there and then say, I'll get to that another day. And yesterday was the another day. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I started to unpack that closet, and oh my God, I was overwhelmed. I started at 9 o'clock in the morning. I did not finish till 8 o'clock at night. And have any of you gotten lost in the closet, the depths of your closet, where you're starting to separate things, whether it's old, new, or sell pile? But I had a bunch of things that I was giving to Goodwill and seeing all the different variations of myself in the past 6 years that have changed. I've been holding on to things, even though when I moved, that I didn't even want, or gifts that I got that are just don't really reflect what I am anymore. And so why not give it to individuals who can utilize it, have it out of the closet. Okay. So that's what I did. I cleared out the closet here. But the second I did that, I realized there wasn't room like to really be able to place it anymore. We're hitting that energy, guys, of that. We're hitting that energy of not being able to just shove it away and let it go. So the obligation here is to sort it, to donate it, to toss it, and to sell it. And there was even a time here where I was asking questions, and this is where that Scorpio energy is. Why do I feel the need to toss everything? Can I sell some things? And my higher self was saying, you could sell it, you should sell it. Why give everything away? Some of this is, can actually get something back. And so, that's something that was new for me, because I'm used to just giving it away. And my higher self said, no, you're not giving it away. You're gonna sell those things that are valuable, because you can get that money back. So trust those nudges. And that's the push here you have this week. All right. It's not just cleaning up something that is in the surface level. It's all of a sudden going, why did I clear that area out? I realized after the end of the day, the reason I cleared that out, that was the only room that I have not painted yet. So there's a bigger picture to that. That is a room here I'm about to claim. So how many rooms in your house, your life, your temple, you can apply that to your body anywhere, guys, as to what that energy is. All right, let's see what dice are here for us. We have a 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 1. Now, keep in mind, these are numbers that you can see throughout the week. So you could be seeing 61. You could be seeing lots of 6s, lots of 1s, but altogether it comes to 7. So you could also be seeing 617 or 716. So look for these combos. 6s are all about the heart of communication, cooperation, and harmony. And when we have a 1, it's about the opportunity. Now, with 7 here, combining all this, it's taking that knowledge and doing something about it. It's that intuitive nudge that I was just talking about it. Yeah. So these combinations here are going to be reflected back to us this week. It's about taking those lessons that we've learned and applying it to our life in some way, shape, or form. And we're going to be able to see that a lot more too for us, especially in that new moon energy. Libra new moon on Tuesday, that's usually a moon of manifestations, but you got to create room for the things that you want to manifest, guys. You simply do. What else is going on here for my collective? Potion. Remember to practice self-love. This is the emotion of what you put out. Look at that. It's a 24. What does that come to? A 6. How much are you giving back to yourself? This is a week here to do that. all right? To clean your space, healthy, and this space, like I said, could be your body too. So keep that in mind. All right, Spirit, where are we on the Fool's journey? Spirit, if we can see where my collective here is on the Fool's journey. There's those lessons. We have Taurus energy here, the Hierophant. I love this because there's this energy here of new rituals, new belief systems that we're taking stock of this week. We may not, I think it's just leading by example too. You know, we're learning a lot, but at the same time we lead a lot, and we could be leading by example. We could also be in the energy here of realizing what part we play in whatever community facet we are in. That could be work, that could be family, relationships. All right. What is our challenge coming up this week, Spirit? No reversals, remember, an initial story play. Our happiness. The sun is our challenge. It's to be present. This is a card here of vitality, growth, youthful energy. It's being able to look at something like a brand new newborn. Okay. It's the ahs and coos. You know how to do stuff instinctively. That's that Scorpio energy that we're moving into with the Scorpio season, but this is Leo. And the challenge here is to be able to be in the present moment, to find that happiness, to find that vitality, to find that curiosity of what it's like. Okay. So just taking care of your initial needs. Let's see what your breakthrough is this week, collective. And these cards are going to play out in each individual sign. The Hermit. There we go. Virgo energy. This is soul searching, taking that deep dive. It's also, the breakthrough moments are probably going to be late at night. And if it's not late at night, it's when you're stepping back in that quiet moment of meditation. When you are in a place here of sanctuary, so this could be, home, whatever it is, it's a place here where you can do your deepest soul searching. Now, some of you, that place is the gym. Meditation there's all different facets of meditation, but it doesn't mean that you have to sit there and do nothing, but it's something here where you take time and space for just you. It's like all you do is focus on the light. So everything else around you kind of becomes soft focus or in the dark. So there could be energies around you, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're focused on that. You're focused on what your true happiness is, what your light is. All right. Let's see how this breaks down now for each individual sign. As always, we start off with the birthday month. Since we're at the tail end here of Libra, we will be signing Libra off by going first. And then next week, we're going to start off with Scorpio first. So happy birthday out there to the last of my Libras. And let's see what's going on for you this week. Welcome back, Angela. Welcome back, Brenda. Reversals are now up. Let's see Libra's current feelings. Spirit, what is Libra's current feelings going into this week? What's going on for Libra? Here we go. Libra. Well, this is where you're very budget conscious this week. Okay. I feel like Libra here is going through the books, taking accountability, taking stock of where they put their efforts, their money, their time. I just feel like it's not a week here where you're really going after something. It's more like, all right, let's see what I got here. You're checking all the balances here of some sort. Okay. How you feel is you got a foundation here. It's practical. This is not someone who's feeling very vibrant this week. This is a week here where it's like cleaning up. All right. External influences of why you're feeling this way. Penny pinching for some of you. I just feel like you're in this moment here reserving your time and effort and your money for a lot of you. Look at that with the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like the outside influence is you want to start with a foundation that feels right for you before you collaborate with others. So this is like, what part do I play? What part do I play at work? What part do I play in a relationship? What do I got to offer? Because altogether, guys, with the 4 here and the 3 of Pentacles is a 7 of Pentacles. So that's someone here who hasn't quite planted the seed here, but is definitely being more of an opportunist here to see what's out there, but also what they have to offer. I think you're almost kind of reevaluating yourself. What's the integration here? Yeah, you're stepping back. Look at all these 4s. You got another 4. I feel like this is a week here where you're not necessarily going to jump in to commit, but you're also going to see what others have. Because look at this. It's like I feel like you're almost evaluating relationships. So if you have a lot of connections this week, this is where you're going to be evaluating those connections, seeing how they play or fit for you, but also not necessarily jumping in on anything right now. I think it's just like I need some time and space to think, because there's something here that has given you some kind of heartbreak in the past. And whatever this is, I mean, they're all upright right now. So I feel like it's just more of a soul-searching week for you. How you're responding with this 4 of Pentacles here. Yeah. I think in the past with the 9 of Pentacles reverse, you had the tendency here to overgive or had a codependency energy. Look at all of these pentacles, okay? The 4 of Pentacles here is, I feel, combined here with the 9 of Pentacles is the 5 of Pentacles. Make me do math. Is that you've been burnt, and this is not someone who is easily pushed to jump in on some, I don't know, it feels like a commitment. So I feel like for some of you, this has to do with a relationship, a specific relationship where you don't want to be committed to. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, because you've been burnt. There was something here, Libra, in the past that is coming back up for you this week, that you're definitely taking care of yourself. This is a self-love week for Libra, but in any kind of relationships that you are really reevaluating how much you give to others or what you have to offer, and not necessarily offering it back to people. I also feel there's a particular situation where you feel that you've took on other people's karma by paying into it. And it just feels like that. It's a bigger opportunity here. But I feel like the bigger opportunity here is to take care of yourself first. Right? Yeah. Ace of Wands, you're cleaning house. These actions that you're taking right now have a lot to do with I need to make sure that I can afford things for me first. I need to make sure that I can rest my mind first before I can offer help or assistance or love to others. Final messages for you this week, Libra. We also have an anti-assist and resist message from you from anti-AI. Look at this. 8 of Wands. So just be wary, because there is something coming in this week. Oh my God. This is what it is, Libra. You are in the limelight right now because you're taking back your power. And whatever you are working on, a lot of you, it has to do with your stability and finances. Individuals are used to you bringing that stability to them. So this is a week where you've changed, and the individuals here who may need help, assistance, it's you testing your boundaries on that. The actions here are really darn big, but Spirit's saying, listen, you've grown above this. You're out of it. the reason you're getting attention for this is it's like the final pull, you know? So I do feel like there's this energy of needing, wanting, Libra, please talk to me. Libra, I need this from you. Libra, and it's like, I can't spread myself thin this week. So your advice here, Libra, is to be above that to the self here to make sure that you are taking time for that. Auntie's message for you. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission. Can't make this up. To rest. After carrying everyone else's balance all season, let quiet help you reset. Libra, what you need to resist this week or are encouraged to do so. The urge to fix every relationship before the door closes on your season. Some things need space to realign naturally. Someone here is definitely pulling on your pants leg here of needing your attention or wanting to talk. So just be wary of that. All right, that's what I got here for Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget your All Signs mid-month and readings are over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. For a small monthly fee, you most certainly can check that out. But if not, this is where we part ways, and we're going to move on to Scorpio. Good morning, Star. Hello, Crystal. Welcome back. Good to see everybody. Thanks, guys, for liking and sharing. I do appreciate it. I had a little bit of a share issue on Facebook, so hopefully it's showing, but I had to delete the other. It's not letting me schedule. Well, it's letting me schedule them out ahead of time, which I like to do, but then it's making me delete it when I go live, which is sucky because all those people who sign up for the notifications don't see the notifications for it anymore. So I have to, moving forward, just post the live when it's live. Till they fix that. I don't know if it will be fixed. All right, who's got Scorpio in their charts? Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you this week. Spirit, how is Scorpio feeling? And happy birthday out there to the Scorpios who have a birthday this week. There's something in your past that is dragging you back towards it. I feel all wet with emotions on this one. Six of Swords here, reverse is old news, old patterns, feeling like you're drowning. The light's not completely down, but I feel very down on the dumps about something. Let's see what the external point of this is. Why you're down. Why are they feeling this way? Oh my gosh. You are down in the cups. This is an emotional week. It's my party. I can cry if I want to. Well, this is externally. So something here is externally triggering you this week that makes you feel alone, left out. It doesn't make you as happy like it used to in the good old days. There's regret, you know. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to drink another one. I'm going to get sick. Like, I'm regretting this. All right. There's past things that are coming up this week for Scorpio that they regret. Integration. It's the time and effort here. Who was this? Who do you regret? This is for Scorpio here who regrets even getting involved or taking an offer. That they spent a lot of time and energy and money and health and well-being. This was illogical. They were like, here's my head, and this feels completely, I feel like the rose-colored glasses were on for the Scorpio. The rose-colored glasses are now off for the Scorpio this week. Man, they're deep in their emotions. This doesn't have to be romantic. It's just the things that used to make you happy in this connection. Now you're seeing a completely different story being panned out. Don't forget, guys, we have a goal going on here too. Eight of Swords here, reverse. Gosh, it's not just like your eyes covered, your whole darn face. Suffocating. I think there's some insecurities that, and this has to go with trust, not just on others, but trusting your own judgment. I feel like the Scorpio this week is getting pushed with an insecurity and self-sabotage on trusting their judgment. It's like, how could I have been such a fool to get myself involved or take that opportunity or believe that person? I was so naive. I can't trust myself right now on any decision that I can make. I feel totally schooled. But here's the thing. There's the Four of Pentacles here, reverse. You're free of this. You're free of this. This is like, I mean, yeah, it sucks. Four of Pentacles with that Pentacle is a Five of Pentacles because it's a loss. It's not time you can get back, but your hands are open now. So are you ready to receive? This is a bigger, it's the way to flip the narrative because it does feel like a loss, but it wasn't a loss for nothing. The bigger meaning? Yeah. The Queen of Wands energy here. There's the witchy area. The witch era is coming out here for Scorpio. You're angry, you're upset, you're prideful. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you may have that in your chart, but here's the thing. The bigger meaning of this is you can use this energy of anger to pout about it, stamp your feet about it, or you can channel it and do something about it. And you have the option here to gain your reserves in a much more healthier way for you this week, Scorpio. Advice for you, no reversals. Yeah, this is a week here of realignment. Not taking on too much, not taking on too little. It's just cleanup time. You got a lot on your plate. It's not going to be easy, but this is going to change you for the better. It really is. This is a transformative change here. Butterflies are all about change, the cycle. And you are now doing something deep in the core. Did it rip your confidence? Yeah. But is your pride kicked? Yeah. But here's the thing. God, you got another two, guys. Look at that. 2 twos here. You have a massive opportunity here. We see how the sun is here, and that's your challenge. Black hole sun. There's that song coming up again. Came up for during our love reading on Friday. I see Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden. The song comes up when I see this card. Okay, there's something here that is eclipsed out. Whenever the last solar eclipse was, can't remember off the top of my head. There's something here that you didn't see. And there's something here that you felt stuck on the crossroads, and now you're forced down a different path, and it's gloom. It feels like gloom, and there's a looming energy here of not being able to see ahead. But Spirit's saying, listen, this is a time here to gather what you got and pack up what you need, because you are really pulling in the energy of freedom. The things that you're going to gain now are going to be much larger. And Spirit's saying, are you ready to handle this? Because the old version of you couldn't handle it. All right. This is so you have a reset. This is a massive reset here for you. Scorpio. Auntie says, step into your power without apology. Your depth is magnetic this week right now. Of course, we're going to Scorpio season. Testing what you need to resist is testing people to see who's loyal. Trust what's already been revealed. Just go with your gut. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget that your mid-months are available over at Harmonia Friends Club, including your timeless reading that's now in the vaults. Hope to see you there, but if not, this is where we part ways, or you can check out your other signs. We're going to move on to Sagittarius next. Saggy is up. Sagittarius. Yeah, swipe, hype, and hit the goal. Sorry, I haven't been hitting on that goal, but we do have a goal open. Hopefully it's right now. I realized that the last goal, I might have put a limit on it, but there shouldn't be a maximum. Did I fix it, Star? Is it just any amount? It defaulted to $5, and that's not true. It's just any donation. So hopefully I fixed it. I'm like, did I fix it? Okay, cool. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius this week. Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for Sagittarius? Here we go. Sagittarius, how are you feeling this week? Oh. Well, this is heartbreak. It's loss. When it's reverse, it's someone here who went through extreme pain. This is something you'll never forget. This is something here that it's taking you a hard time to release. This is a challenge for you. External reason on this heartbreak this week. Oh, I can see that. This is a person here that you truly loved. This is a relationship who you really thought this person was going to be here with you through thick and thin, but they're not. This connection here feels you're disappointed. They're not here. Now, this can be in so many different facets. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I do feel like there is this longing and desire for connection and realizing that you're not connected to that person anymore. Integration here. Yeah, you're stuck on someone. This was painful. Now, some of you, because my mediumship's coming on here, who have lost someone, it doesn't have to be recent. It's these emotions that are coming up again this week. Scorpio energy, could have lost a Scorpio. But here's the thing. It's like you haven't, why it's coming up this week is you feel there's an event or something that brings up the memory of this individual. Something that you always did with this person is coming up this week, Sagittarius. Maybe a movie's coming out, or maybe there's a festival or some sort here, but it's something here that you did with this individual. It was a ritual of some sort. Could be, obviously a birthday coming up, but I feel like there's this pang in your heart space of going, I'm truly not over this. I'm truly not over this person not being here. Or yeah, let's see how you're responding to that. Wow, the Magician. That's good energy here for you. This could also be paired with the Libra new moon coming in on Tuesday, which is all about manifesting. It's your desires and wishes here to get something, that connection, not necessarily that connection back, but to be able to share. I don't know. I feel like this Sagittarius feels a little bit alone. What's the real opportunity this week? Look at that. The Seven of Cups here reversed. You've dissed offers. You have taken, maybe you weren't ready to open up because of this person's exit, however that exit was, whether it was they passed away or it was a relationship that you said, I'll never find a relationship like that again. The Seven of Cups here reversed is saying, well, I still have my cup. Remember, potion, remember to practice self-love. The clarity here is that maybe you weren't ready to open up because there was something here that you weren't ready to fill up with your cup. Yeah. Look at that. The Two of Pentacles here. Now that's always when they put the coins on the eyes. It's so that they have enough money to cross over Styx. Okay, the river Styx. in a mythology state here. So they have tokens to cross to the other side. The bigger meaning here is to realize the relationships that you have don't necessarily have to end, even though in this physicality. Those experiences and those moments can still shine through with other connections, other relationships. So remember how you felt in that moment. Or if there's an event here that you go, you're being encouraged here to go. You're going to see that reflection show up in another way through another person. It doesn't necessarily mean another's coming back. It's the experience here. So Spirit is saying it's time to open up and to rise from this because you've reached the other side. You're allowed to take the care of your cup, but also put yourself out there in a different way. Do something for the enjoyment because you want to. Yeah. The Mother of Wands could be a mother energy you lost, but doesn't have to be. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's your energy too. Look at this. This is such a beautiful. If this is someone from the other side, it's whatever experience you're doing this week, you're being encouraged to do it anyway. They are there by your side, and you're probably going to meet someone who reminds you of that individual. All right. If this is through heartbreak or loss, there's something here that you're being encouraged here to do something for the love of it. Take actions and solitude here to know that this coiling, this protective energy that you do can also open up to expand and be vulnerable. The star here is after the Tower. So this is great energy for you because that's telling me that you're ready to not forget the situation, but use this as a marker and stepping stone here as how to embrace the joy of being present, enjoying those moments. You never know when those moments will be last with another. And to have faith that relationships like that still exist outside of you. All right, Sagittarius, your message from Auntie is focus your fire on one clear goal this week. Intention sharpens opportunity. Resist saying yes to everything just because it sounds exciting. Your energy is precious. So, however you spend your time and everything is going to be up to you. That's what I got for Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget you have your All Signs mid-month and your timeless story over at Harmonia Friends Club. We'd love to see you there. But if not, this is where we part ways, or you can move on to the next sign. We're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up. And yes, we still have to unlock the bonus here. There is a 5 donation goal to unlock. And what that does, guys, is it basically I roll the dice and it's an extra reading. We always have a collective bonus, but sometimes we get to have the chance of 2. And those individuals become the sponsors if they donate. So you just got to make sure you hit the target. It can only be done on YouTube. Sorry, Facebook and Twitch. This is a YouTube goal. You can still reap the benefits, though, of it. Two more shuffles. All right, where are my Capricorns at? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how your week's going to be. How are you going into this week, Spirit? How is Capricorn going into this week? How are they going to be feeling? Ooh. You need I feel like Spirit is pushing Capricorn this week, testing your resilience. This is a week here where you're going to need some encouragement. Why do I just heard they kind of showed me the Wizard of Oz scene here with the lion. Okay, the Leo energy. Maybe you got Leo in your chart, and that is Leo is represented by strength. There's something here where you're asked here to be courageous. All right, what's the external reason why you're kind of needing courage? Oh, okay, I could see. This is uncomfortable. So we got Taurus, Libra energy here. The Empress reverse. This person's very, very challenging. I can see why this person makes you uncomfortable and why you may want to resist having the courage to confront this person. This person is very set in their ways. Okay. This could be a leader, a mother. But this person here has expectations of other individuals to feed their needs so they feel better. Could be a leader that says they're there for everybody, but at the same time, they enable. So it's like, it's a challenge to see this person in the light of day, because it's like, man, they influence in such a negative impact, and then they don't know how to take care of themselves, and then they teach others not to do the same thing. So there's something here where you are facing this individual head on this week. Oh my God. No. It's not just one, it's two individuals. These are very controlling individuals. Some of you, this is parents. Okay. I mean, they're definitely a match, but they're a match of toxicity. And you are in the midst of it this week. You are in the midst of a toxic couple that you are facing. Okay. These could be partners of some sort, bosses, but I feel that they're influenced. And I want to say the feminine energy is very influenced, and doesn't mean that one's masculine or feminine. I'm saying the feminine energy, the one here who has expectations of fixing, is absolutely controlled by this individual who's egotistical, heartless, and ruthless. They don't care what somebody has to do. How you're responding to this? All right. I think you are trying to encourage or say something to this Empress that is being controlled by an Emperor reversed. All right. But this is something here where you're seeing how this is affected in a much larger scale. That it's not just one person, it's a whole damn unit. It has created a very toxic environment. Some of you, it's a work environment here that is just ungodly, like ruled and controlled and micromanaged. Others of you, if this is a household situation, it's like these people are so set in their ways. This is something here where they're just not going to change. And you're realizing that if you keep going in this direction, you're just going to repeat the pattern with these individuals. So what's the real opportunity for you this week, Capricorn? Ooh, to stop being restless, because there's this energy here of putting on your coat and playing a part. And this is you like, I don't want no part of this. The bigger opportunity here is to say, I'm done. I'm separating, going quiet. That means if an individual here is trying to pull you in or say, oh, this has happened to me, or I just need your help, you're not buying into it. You are going kind of dormant in that sense. Yeah, you need the courage to say something, but the courage here is to say no, or not to feed into this individual who needs assistance because of this situation. The bigger meaning here for you, Capricorn. Oh, the Knight of Cups. This is your potion. Remember the weekly energy. Remember to practice self-love. Watch who you give your emotions to this week, because the offer here would never be returned in the favor back to you. So if your breakaway here is to move away, it's like learn to take your cup and the opportunity here to love and differently. You don't necessarily need to give it away to an individual. God, you're dealing with energy vampires. Advice here for you. Yeah, look, this is a really sticky situation, because this person dumps on you what another person dumps on them, and they don't have the worth to realize that they're being dumped on. Look at that. There's that Sun card. Keeps coming up, this Two of Swords here. Black Hole Sun is back. Soundgarden. You don't have to make a move this week other than to separate or set boundaries. There is some uncertainty here about how you are going to express moving forward. This is a week here to just truly focus on what makes you happy and to see what intuitive energy you need to be pushing more towards. Maybe it is starting to look for a new job for some of you. Others of you, maybe it's to create more space and to fade away from this person. Some of you, it's to say, just tell an individual and set a boundary of some sort. But this is a week here where I feel like you're trying to figure it out versus actually expressing it in a huge way. Auntie's message for you, Capricorn, this week. Reflect before reacting. Yep. Slowing down will reveal a smarter path forward, what you need to resist this week. Over controlling the process. Allow transformation to work its way through your structure. And there is a structural breakdown going on here. Let these people figure it out on their own. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget your mid-month is also available at Harmonia Friends Club, including your Timeless Tarot reading in the vault and other things. Love to see you there. But if not, we're going to move on to Aquarius next. Don't forget to like and share, guys. Okay, Star. The collective was a little long today. Welcome back, Elizabeth. If you guys are just joining on, I do encourage you to go back to the collective. You can just rewind because it's a bigger message here. Probably about, I would say 4 minutes in. All right. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Don't forget, we have a bonus going on. Collective bonus will be after the Zodiac readings, and we have a chance or capacity here to unlock another collective bonus with 5 donations of any amount. Just hit the target goal on YouTube, and we're on our way. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. How are you feeling going into this week's energy, Spirit? What's going on with Aquarius? Ooh, 9 of Wands. Man, you look kind of pissy. I don't know. This is a go get 'em kind of attitude, aggressive, taking actions. All right. That's a desire. That's like rushing, fiery, passionate. What's this external thing here? Ooh, something is raising. 2 of Pentacles here reversed. Well, I feel like Aquarius wants to fix a scenario that is unbalanced. At the same time, you don't know if something is over yet. Okay. This is usually someone here who feels like they got too much on their plate, or they have too much baggage from the past that they're going, do I need to hold on to all of this? This could be a week here of purging for you. It could. Listen to the collective message. But you don't need this anymore. This is something here where it's like, why am I holding on to this? The integration of this? Yeah. Look at you go. This was an obsessive energy here, Aquarius. I feel like you had your attention obsessively. Maybe it was on escaping. Maybe it was filling up a desire, need. Maybe it was a connection, a karmic connection with an individual as well. Could be that too. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn. But how you feel is, I'm ready to get over this. I'm ready to clean house. And that's what you're doing. This could be you balancing your checkbook, emptying the bottles, taking on healthier habits. Yeah, there you go. And it's who sits at that table with you. That notice the table is empty, the 10 of Pentacles. But it's like, listen, the desire I take is I'm going to show up at a table or a community here that serves me. So this is a week here where Aquarius is taking accountability, but is also being open to put themselves out at the table. whether that's meeting new individuals, being more aggressive and being part of the community. It's hanging out with friends, but individuals who nourish you, not leave you feeling like you can't get anywhere, right? The 10 of Pentacles here minus the 2 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles, which showcases to me that not only are you willing and capable of creating healthy bonds this week, but the extra effort is in doing your part as well. Yeah. Yeah. I like this for you. Look at all of these 10s as well. Holy moly. And you know, the 10s just kind of break down to 5s, but this is a huge change because this is for an Aquarius here who in the past has felt completely and utterly betrayed, whether it was by a person, whether it was a situation. They weren't over it. They weren't ready to let this go. And now you're seeing that this baggage of not letting it go has left you trapped. And it's like, listen, if something is going to be removed from my life or someone, I'm going to look at it differently this week. But I'm also going to get healthier here that anytime I think of that person or anytime I think of that situation, I can change it and be in the table with others. Rejection is protection. It really is. And the people here who are not meant to sit at the table with you will leave. Absolutely. I knew another 5 was coming. Absolutely. All right. This is the bigger meaning of this is this rejection, this coldness, this loss, this emptiness is now of what can I fill it with? Can I fill it with something that's more nurturing? Can I fill it with something here that's not so toxic? Can I fill it with something that's not going to make me feel isolated and alone? You're making really big moves this week that are going to feel healthier for you. A lot of you, it's health changes that you're making too. You're accepting a loss. And others of you, you're accepting a loss of vices. Yeah, it's not easy to make healthy changes or healthy habits. Oh gosh, there's that energy of the Empress. I love this. Taurus and Libra energy. Meeting the Father of Pentacles. Okay. Which is the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You have whatever you're doing this week is actually not only taking accountability, but also setting reserves to be open to healthier relationships and connections in the future. You are in the midst here of shedding, and the Empress is kind of the card right now is got the fall scene here. So it's telling me that there's something particularly this fall that is coming up for you for a chance for a massive up leveling when it comes to your money, your assets, or a deep friendship. It starts with friendship first. It doesn't matter what this value is, but that's what you bring to the table. And there's something here about how others bring that towards you as well. Aquarius, your message here from Auntie is stay open to emotional honesty and conversations. Vulnerability builds stronger connections now. So be open and vulnerable, but don't give it all away. All right. Resist things detached or too big or a too big picture when someone needs you to be present. So I feel this energy of this larger than life capacity that you tend to give to others, or you put somebody on the pedestal, and this week it's saying resist the urge to do that and just be very practical on the connections that you make. Be there with family, with friends, with business. This is a very practical week here for you, but I also feel like you're making some really healthy choices this week. You're ready to stop shifting this focus on the loss. All right, that's what I have here for Aquarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Of course, if you're watching the replay, you can swipe and hype. I do appreciate that. Don't forget, at Harmonia Friends Club, a membership area, you can watch your All Signs mid-month check-in, including your reading that was dropped already over at Harmonia Friends Club. But if not, we're going to move on to Pisces next. Pisces is up. Welcome back, Corbell. We still have our faded dice as well, goal going on. If we get up to 5 sponsored donations targeted at YouTube, we will unlock the dice roll. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces is up. Pisces, your tarot short just dropped over on YouTube and on Facebook. It's a reel. If you resonate with that reel, it is also available for you in the vault. Okay, over at Harmonia Friends Club. Let's see what's going on for Pisces this week, Spirit. What does Pisces need to know? What is Pisces feelings going into this week? Ooh. So you're holding the sword, the Ace of Swords. How you're feeling? Very logical. You have a clear understanding. That's usually the sword of truth. That is usually a sword of victory. It's the epiphany moment. You're having an epiphany moment this week, Pisces. What's the external reason for this? Oh, look at that. We have the High Priestess here, reverse. You weren't necessarily, I think the external influence is actually the universe. I think that you're trying to be very logical. There's something coming out this week for you. Truly is. The High Priestess of Secrets coming out. But this is usually when it's reverse. It's someone here who's not listening to their intuition, fighting. And this week, I feel almost like I want to be logical. I'm turning it off. Okay. What's the integration of this? Ooh, the 3 of Cups here, reverse. So you're going solo. Okay, I get it. I have an understanding what's going on here. I was like, why is you do, okay, Pisces, you do everything by the book. Everything, this Pisces does everything by the book. They play student, they play teacher well, but this is also something here where they feel something is unfair. Whether it's through the universe, whether it's through people, whether it's through commentary, there's something here that feels unfair to this Pisces. This week, Pisces is being extremely logical and realizing that they don't necessarily trust all of the downloads that they get because it has not really panned out for them the way that they wanted to. There's something here that you really desire, you really want, and it's that desire, need, and want that is kind of taking over. And you may have been going in the mode of other people's opinions, how they did it, what would be secure to them, but none of that is helping you. And it's not something to celebrate. And you're finding that all of this attention to details through others or how people or their successes are, you're feeling a little bit bitter. So it's like, I don't want to drink. I don't want to achieve this. I just want to cut certain things out in my life. Cheated out. Yeah, it's like feeling broken down, not having enough, not having the right tools, feeling like a slave to the situation. But I feel this energy of you saying, I can break this feeling on my own. I can be very logical about this. Yeah. You're making a clean break. Man, the company, it comes down to the company that you keep, Pisces. And I don't know if you're like a chameleon at heart here, where you tend to change in the vibration of the company that you keep, but you're realizing the company that you keep is what keeps you feeling stuck, keeps you feeling like you can't have those big dreams, those big ideas, those big wishes. So the clarity here is I got to remove myself from this table. This doesn't feel aligned to me anymore. Maybe you were trying to fix something. Oh God, this goes with your reading. This goes with the Pisces reading. I remember because I just did the short for this, but I felt like you were forcing something, and this is probably happening for this week's energy. I feel like you were trying to force something to carve it out, to fix, to make something out of it. But at this point, it's haunting you. You can't fix this. This is not a scenario here that's cheering you on, that feels right to you anymore. This is something here where you may have been ignoring the signs of the universe here, where the universe was saying, hey, you don't have to be stuck here. You don't have to try to make this work. This isn't bringing you the results that you want. You're not getting that. Maybe the reason that you're planting the seeds here is because you're not supposed to be in this position. You're not supposed to be there. Yeah. So this is a week here you are accepting losses. But you are choosing to remove yourself from a relationship, from a job, from a family for some of you, from a friendship. This is you going, I did not feel at home there to begin with. There you go. Cancer energy. Okay. It was you who had the freedom to leave the whole darn time. There's the sun. Okay. You've been wanting to free yourself from this from a long time, but it came down with obligations. And there's an opportunity here for growth. And the opportunity is for you to chase it. You got to go where you can feel secure and stable, because this environment, these people are not allowing you the stability that you truly need. Okay. And there's something here that's bringing you back deeply to your family roots. I don't know if you're moving back home, but if it's not moving back home, it's like, it's going back to the ancestors here. Okay. You're clearing out some really deep ancestral wounds as well. Things that your ancestors couldn't do, things like your past life couldn't do. This is very similar to your Pisces reading over at Harmonia Friends Club. All right. Pisces, Auntie's message for you. Ground your intuition in simple routines this week. Let structure protect your sensitivity. What to resist. Escape. Don't escape into daydreams to avoid decisions this week. There's that clarity here of like just doing it. Clarity needs you anchored in the reality that you are. This is not a week here of dreaming. This is a week here of taking accountability. Okay. Especially we have that new moon energy coming in here, Pisces. So really use that here to purge things that no longer serve you in the sense for your greater benefit. All right, that's what I have for Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. If you are watching the replay, you can swipe and hype. That does help the channel grow over YouTube. And like I said, don't forget you have your readings over at Harmonia Friends Club. Would love to see you there. But if not, we're going to move on to Aries next. Aries is up. Oh, Star's in and out. That's okay. I mean, Nancy's in and out, Star. All right. It's pretty quiet. People are usually quiet here on Sunday mornings. Still drinking their coffee. Aries. Star, Papa should be getting his package today for the giveaway. I can't wait for him to get that package. Got up very late. All right, who's got Aries in their chart? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how Aries week's going to go. Spirit, what is going on for Aries? How are they feel going into this week? Aries, here we go. like the Hermit, don't really want to be a team player this week. Not really. The company that you keep also does not make this Aries too happy. What is the external influence? Ah, the new moon energy. Okay. This is a week here where I feel that you are going to start seeing some massive things shift and the things that you've been asking for. But it's not coming on your timing, so it's those things that you're not going to anticipate. It's like, oh my gosh. So if you were trying to like manifest money or something, there's something here about the external influence of getting it. Ask and you shall receive, but not on the timeline that you expect. The integration of this, it's gonna make you believe again. Like believe in the universe again. The Eight of Swords here reversed, but it's like soul searching is like, I'm having a clean slate this week. Queen of Cups here reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like the emotion, this is going to make you feel a little bit over emotional. Whether this is an epiphany moment or something, there is something here that is landing in your lap this week that you've been manifesting. Now that could be in the negative aspect too, but it's meant to be cleared or it's meant to be handed to you now. And there's some deep emotions about this and it's overwhelming. What's the real opportunity for this? The Queen of Wands here reverse, man. Well, it's going to motivate you to do something now. It is. It's going to make you motivate yourself to do something now. This is a very aggressive energy as well. So it could even be a bubbling up of anger because how this is dealt, you get to choose on how you utilize it or use it. But also how this was dealt also may have removed something or someone from your life. But this week here, it's inevitably the universe is clearing a pathway for you. How you feel is, oh my God, like it's clear, like it is a clear pathway, but it's annihilated a lot of stuff on the way. Watch your energy of shifting into a negative story versus a positive one this week. It's really needed for you. Page of Cups. Okay. Listen, you didn't lose it all. You have just enough this week here to read about it. Okay. So whatever you're manifesting, it's very large. But it's also, whether this is a bill or something, you are getting a payback on this. It's something that you asked for, but it's going to take something out of your life this week that is going to be a little bit bigger than you anticipated. And this could also be, if this is an individual, someone here who's very manipulative, very angry, because all of a sudden their life is going to shit or something's going on for them. But you have an opportunity here to realize, okay, I'm being given what I can deal with. It's not completely all taken away from me. You know, that's the book here. You see the book right there? Okay, there's something here about opening the book to the next chapter, okay? The universe is only going to give you how much you can handle. Oh my gosh, because justice is going to go in your favor. It is. Karma is going to be hitting the other way around. However it was going, whether it was good for you for a while and all of a sudden it goes crap, it's going the other way around, but it's happening for you. So watch how you take that in any essence, okay? Justice could also be legalities, could be a third-party decision here, not necessarily in your will, but it is justice. It's meant here to align you. You can't make this up. Both cards are about alignments. Both are. Justice here combined here with the Six of Pentacles. Also, in this deck, justice is flipped like the traditional tarot. It's the card number 8. And so I feel like instead of it being strength and how it would be in Rider Waite, but this is the traditional way. There's something here about the strength and endurance of what you've been through, that this is going to allow things to equal out. It may not feel like for some of you it's always going in your favor, but this is a week here where it had to happen so that things can go in your favor moving forward. All right, Aries, your message here from Auntie. Let compassion guide your next move. Gentleness is your stealth power. Gentleness. Resist forcing progress before you've actually listened to the people involved. You're being asked here to sit, listen, or read. Okay. Not necessarily be like, oh my God, I got to fix it. Okay. That's what I got. All right, Aries, if this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Good luck this week. Don't forget your all signs and your timeless tarot reading are now available in the vault. And I believe the preview is up in the Aries shorts. So go check out the Aries shorts if you want to see the preview of that reading. Taurus is up. And it's okay, Nancy. I'm also an hour earlier. My parents were traveling today, so I decided to go on earlier. I prefer to go on earlier so I have the afternoon to get myself situated. Brenda's having coffee and blueberry waffles. Kind of jelly. I have coffee, but next to a Cliff Bar that's half eaten because I just don't. I didn't have the time or energy to make anything this morning other than that. But that sounds good. Does sound delicious. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Taurus this week. Taurus, how are you feeling going into this week? Oh, we got the Ace of Swords again. I forget which sign got this, but this is a card here of truth. Spoken truth, clarity, being very logical, cutting things out of your life that just no longer serve you. But it's in a good way. It's upright. The emotional reason for it, the external reason. Oh, look at this. Who is this? Taurus. Taurus is dealing with an individual here. God, they're aggressive, aren't they? It's like, come here, come to my land, but I'm going to protect it here. Okay. You're not buying it. Someone is trying to bait you to come to them. This person is baiting you. You know that. Oh, yeah, you know it. There's a reason that you're cutting this person off, blocking them off this week, but there's something here where it's like, nope, you see the guts of that? Here's the truth. I don't want anything to do with you. Someone here is going to be sending you a message this week. And it is a message here. Oh, God. That may be left unread. Oh, yeah. They're not quite dead yet. God, it's like they're raising from the dead here. Just as you get your shit together, just when this Taurus here is feeling balanced, aligned, it's kind of like they come out from the dead. Have an opportunity. Want to sit at the table with you. Be careful who you invite back in this week. That's your message, Taurus. Be careful who you invite back in this week. Not everybody needs your attention. Yeah. You are at the head of the table. The bigger point here is you're at the head of the table. The Emperor energy here, you could have Aries in your chart, but it's all 4 kings in one. There is somebody here who has this anticipation to remove you from the table. But if you have the power here, you are an inner authority here. So there's this energy here. Well, you can come to me, but necessarily, do I really want you at the table? Do you really want this person to come to you? So some of you, your way of answering back is just to either remain quiet, sit at the table, and not do a damn thing. Others of you, it's blocking. Advice for you, Taurus, this week. Death, Scorpio energy. And we're going to Scorpio season. Okay. You're not inviting somebody back into your life. You're choosing to let it go or let them go. Doesn't matter what they bring back to the table. Why would you feed this dead bird to the table? There's no meat on it. There's no meat on it, right? Your clarity here is getting what you deserve, and you know it. You know it. You're in that magician energy this week. This is and this is where spirits really encourage you. The challenge here is to focus on what's forward, what's ahead, not what's behind you. This is just an energy. You got someone here who's trying to bait you on inviting them back into your energy. Be wary. Be very, very wary. Taurus, what Auntie has to say to you: stay flexible, and a small shift in your routine could open up something major for you. And I want to say the small shift in your routine is going to open up kind of a doorway to this, because people can feel that your shift has changed, especially if it's a relationship. Resist holding on to comfort because, oh my gosh, resist holding on to comfort because it's comfortable or feels familiar. Security doesn't mean stillness for you anymore. You are being encouraged here to stay focused on the future of your happiness and what is ahead, and not let the old back in. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Would love to see you over at Harmonia Friends Club. Make sure you check out your reading just got released over at the vault as well this morning. But your all signs is mid-month is also over there. And the short will be released tomorrow. So check out the preview, check out the shorts tomorrow on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to move on to Gemini. You're going to talk till Scorpio season's over. I don't blame you. Oh, my coffee's cold now. I hate cold coffee. Unless it's like iced coffee, but this is just lukewarm, crappy coffee. So sad right now. Show must go on. No coffee for me. Gemini. Gemini is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How is Gemini feeling going into this week? Ooh. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're like a warrior. You're on the hunt. You're the headless horseman. This is passionate, driven, on like ready, confident, putting yourself out there. External influences. Ooh. If they can do it, I can do it. There's someone here that this is an external influence. So this is a person here who's very stable, put together, feels calm and at ease, at peace, very inviting. But man, this Gemini, there's some passion here. Oh, this is interesting. The Lovers reversed. That's your energy. Well, you're going to have a run-in with somebody here this week. You too, Gemini, are going to have a run-in with somebody this week. All right. Now, this individual is as single as can be now. And maybe there was somebody in this vicinity that you really were not fond of, this person hanging out with. This does not have to be romantic. This could be friends, family, but there's something that this person was influenced by another. You two did not get along. Yeah, look at that. It's like, look at that creeping in the woods. Look at that. Look at this creepy people in the woods. Like, this is just like, someone's peeking out here. And we got 7 here too. God, they come out of the woodwork, don't they? 7 of Wands here, 6 of Wands. You may have lost your head for this individual. You have an individual who's appearing solid, secure, okay. But so are you. And there's a run-in with this person. And there was somebody here that always influenced them, was happy, but there's something that this individual is not telling you, and you know it. You know it. They're not telling you the whole truth. What's the real opportunity this week? Strength reverse. Look at this. This person may be coming back to half-ass apologize to you. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that person's advice. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone that direction. Yeah, you were right. They were no good for me. Yeah, I'm sorry I allowed that to get in the way of our connection. Yeah, pride got in the way. There's this energy here of you being in the limelight, but at the same time, there's also this aggressive energy here where you hold your boundaries up in a warrior way, in a warrior fashion. The bigger meaning, you're seeing now that this person here knows that they effed up, messed up. Yes, you may hear an individual say, Gemini, I just miss this connection. Now, the thing is, how can they miss a connection that they haven't been part of for quite some time? Because I feel like this person here chose another scenario. The advice for you. Oh, look at this. Look at all the growth that you have. Look at all the opportunities that you have. Look at all of that. I mean, the Ace of Wands here, and the challenge here is the Sun. The challenge here that you were the one who held the baton the whole time. The challenge here is to realize that you grew the whole time. The challenge here is to realize that the Sun was you. Daughter of Swords. This person here has to hit with humility. This has to do with an individual here who had to learn a really hard lesson. Do they want back into your life? Yeah. Are they going to admit it fully? No. I feel like this person here is going to say, I miss you, but I'm doing okay. They know that you were the light. They realize that now because the lights have been kind of blinking on their end. The Page of Swords here is someone here who has to learn a really tough lesson. And I feel this energy is that you've already learned that lesson, but what are you doing with it? Well, you're doing a lot of things with it. This could be your art, your creativity. This could be you bossing up. This could be you going through a glow up, but it's also seeing the night and day difference of what an individual had done or the relationship needed to be so that you could get to this point. So the external influence is I was the light the whole damn time. I was the one who made this relationship grow. The message here, Gemini, from Auntie is simplify your thoughts before you speak, less explaining and more meaning if you do any kind of communication at all with this person. What you need to resist, using humor or distraction to skip over emotions that need expression. So there is a need here to express in a lively manner, but in a way to motivate for you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and swipe to hype because it does help the YouTube channel to grow. And Gemini, your Timeless Vault reading will be available this week over at Harmonia Friends Club. Check out the Gemini shorts when I release the preview this week. And your All Signs is also for mid-month check-ins is already available in the vault. So we'd love to see you there. But if not, we're going to move on to Cancer next. Cancer is up. We have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and the bonus collective. We still have not unlocked the collective bonus target yet. If we get 5 donations, there is a chance for another collective faded dice reading. All you need to do on YouTube is to hit the target, make a donation, and once we get 5 keys, the reading will be unlocked. If not, it's okay. We have another collective bonus. Cancer is up. Good morning, Isis. Welcome back, Jack. We didn't just start on Gemini. We're like midway through. We started an hour early today. So if you need to go back, I encourage you to go back and listen to the collective before you jump into your other signs, since you jumped in the middle. Or you can stay put and watch them after and listen to the collective or your other placements. God, my glasses were filthy. Will you guys give me a minute to nuke my coffee? Because I hate not having hot coffee. Can you give me a second? I'm going to be right back. I know I suck, but I can't do this without hot coffee. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. We're back. Thank you guys so much. I had to get my coffee. I did. It's just, all right, we're on Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I got a little pep in my step again. Everything is right. My coffee is hot. Cancer, what are your current feelings? Spirit, what is going on for Cancer this week? What are their current feelings going into this week? Oh. You're no longer waiting for anything to come to you. You're going after it. And if there's people here where you're trying to say, like, this kind of feels Christopher Columbus-like, but I feel this energy here of not welcoming, not a very welcoming energy of letting somebody in. The external influences. Ooh, yeah, you're traveling. The world. I learned my lesson. I am not allowing history to repeat itself. The world is not flat. Okay. New belief system here or something here that you don't believe in, fit in to anymore for Cancer this week. The integration here, Ace of Wands, is you're bowing out. You're bowing out of a connection here. You're sweeping up something here that no longer serves you. Where your time and effort and chances here, it's like, nah, I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore. I feel like I've learned my lesson, or I don't want to repeat this pattern or this history again. I think I've learned enough. I think my curiosity here is I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to be a new version of me. Integration here. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now you may be fighting here. There may not be individuals here, Cancer, who really look. They got the pitchfork ready. Like, what's happening? You got people who are pissed off at you for leaving scenarios, leaving situations, leaving this community, leaving this, I don't know, this relationship. This Cancer's moving on, moving on out. What's the real opportunity? Gosh, to go what seems right for you. It's not fulfilling for you anymore. It's played its part. And I also feel like you're looking at this going, why do I need all of this? I never use these cups. Why am I not like, it's almost like they're showing me fine china. You know how like we only take fine china out for specific occasions and for specific company? Well, all of a sudden it's like, I don't need this china anymore. I don't like to just celebrate something for one day. I want to be in that present energy here of happiness, vitality, and growth. But I'm amongst individuals here who like to keep me small, who like me to play a specific part, and who like to give me things like give my time and effort and space for free when it was never theirs to give to. So no, these individuals are not invited to your home. No, they're not invited in your energy. And some of you are just choosing kind of like boop, disappear, meaning that you are doing something that, not saying you're moving location, some of you may, but I feel like you're moving your energetic field into locations that are more inviting for you. The bigger meaning here for Cancer. Yeah, I mean, this is aggressive. You got individuals here who, are in and out of your life, and one in particular who says they're there for you, but they're not. This person will kick you down as soon as you don't do something that they want. This person here aggressively is like, well, I thought you were going to do this for me, and then they don't show up. It's like, why would I constantly invite somebody in that energy into my field? Advice for you, Cancer, this week. Look at that. Everybody's getting a lot to do with the company that you keep. You're working on your happiness on the relationships here that aren't causing ruckus or aren't causing gossip. And there are individuals here who want to blame you for the moves that you make. The Daughter of Wands is a card of opportunist. It kind of pulls more in the Thoth energy than it does the Page energy of the Princess. But I really feel that there is an immense change that you're making, but you're also, this is a week here for being an opportunist. And the opportunist is in the company that you keep and the relationships that are more balanced for you. And I feel like you are either cleaning house or you are moving towards relationships that actually where you feel there's more opportunities laid out for you versus being taken from you or taken advantage. So that's what you got. You're being an opportunist this week. Cancer, what Auntie wants to say to you, Reconnect with your emotional foundation, your home, your body, your inner rhythm, and with the right people wanting to nurture it. Resist carrying other moods, especially with this. Okay. Especially with this. It says protect your peace before offering comfort, because a lot of individuals do not like the moves that you're making right now. All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to, if you're watching the replay, you can swipe and hype. That does help actually get the channel be seen. And if you want to dive more deeper into Harmonia Friends Club, we'd love to see you there. Your All Signs Mid-Month check-in is released, and your Timeless Vault reading is going to be released at the end of the week. Let's move on to Leo. We have Leo, Virgo, and the collective bonus up next. There's still time to unlock the faded dice. Not much time, but there's still time. Donations. If I get 5 donations, I will unlock another collective reading for all of us. Leo is up. Where are my lions at? Who's got Leo in their chart? There's quite a few on, but I think a lot of people are on Replay Star, so they're not seeing that their goal is on probably. So it's kind of hidden in YouTube, unless you're in the live chat. Leo, how are you currently feeling this week? Let's see what Spirit has to say here. The Knight of Cups here, reverse, closed off. You know, this is a week where you may feel a little bit unapologetic. What's the real opportunity this week? I'm sorry, not the real opportunity. What is the external influence of this week? Ooh. Okay. I just got a picture of my closet yesterday. I cleaned out my closet yesterday. I talked about it in the collective here. It was a lot of work. It was a burden. Okay. There's this 10 of Wands, like that's a lot of work to do. But the external influence here is you're unapologetically going, that ain't my mess. That I didn't make that mess. This is an external thing. This is you saying, okay, that's emotionally disturbing to me, but I didn't make that mess. Ooh. You're letting things play out the way that they need to do. You're stepping back. You're not doing the dishes this week. You're letting the dishes kind of step. Somebody in your life is creating a mess. Leo, who is this messy individual? I mean, this is a person here who has so much baggage or takes on so much responsibilities that I feel like you're tiptoeing in the house or tiptoeing in the space and going, ugh, this place is filthy. You know, it doesn't make you happy, but at the same time, you know, the spindle here of wool, that you can't keep cleaning up somebody else's mess. How you're responding to this, Leo. There's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation with this individual because to them, it ain't that messy. I will tell you, this person does not mind sitting in their mess. There's this energy of like, listen, we obviously have a different meaning of what's clean or what we think is normal. This is not a person here that you hate or despise. You're just realizing this person's life is a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. And you could listen to it, but do you want to get involved in it? The real opportunity this week here is not to necessarily try to fix the mess, but it's also here of a card of denial. It's not saying you need to ignore the mess. It's just that this is stagnancy. So this is a moderation here. You need to set a goal. I really feel like that's a bigger meaning of it, is that you need to take a chance here and set a goal with an individual. And not, listen, I mean, it's a Knight of Swords. It doesn't have to be brutal. This is a pretty blunt truth. I think you are going to have a blunt conversation with an individual. Now, this could be reversed too. So if you get this, be prepared. All right. This is a no bullshit kind of discussion. This is something that does feel aggressive, but whatever the timeline is for, whether someone puts a timeline on you or you put a timeline on them, the timeline is actually for the person who states it. So it's taking accountability for how much you will take, because that's 1, 2, 3, heartbreak. Okay. Loss. You may be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, but what about your feelings? It doesn't feel that great for what you're doing. So when you set the deadline, set it for you, and it may be hard, but at least it's honest and it's truthful, because it's not making you, this environment is not making you happy. The advice here from the cards, Leo. Ooh, yeah. See, you've been, I mean, God, it's the 4 of Pentacles here, but do you see how messy it is? It's stagnancy here too. It's like you can't really grow with this or easily maintain the flow of something when you're involved with another person's mess. So this is a card here of holding on too tightly. This is a card here of trying to stay reserved, it's afraid of limitations, you know? Oh God, you're fighting your ego. There's an ego death going here, Leo. Maybe you're trying not to be the bad guy or bad gal. Maybe you're trying not to betray yourself, but Spirit's saying you are. The more you hold on to this and be stubborn about that, that is Taurus. Looks like a Taurus energy. You may have Taurus in your chart, but you know, Taurus energy is stubborn. But that's the ox here is betray. You're betraying yourself here. That's a lot of swords. It's just a lot. So someone's got to deal the heartbreak, you know, and it could break your heart as well. So the assistance here from Auntie is let humility shape your leadership. You'll inspire more by listening first to someone else's reaction to your news. What you need to resist, performing strength when what's needed is honesty about your exhaustion. This person here is exhausting you. All right, that's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I'd love to see you at Harmonia Friends Club. Your All Signs mid-month is available now, and I believe, oh, your short and the vault reading will be released this week. You guys are later this week. All right. We are on Virgo next. Now, when we hit our last reading, because we got mostly people on replay now, there's not a lot of people watching us live, which is fine because I came on a little bit earlier. So people are coming on later because they're used to me coming on at 11 a.m. We got the bonus coming up. The bonus. So this is the time here to make sure that you like the channel, that you like the video, and also to comment bonus with the bonus train. Because you never know with the energy if your sign will come rolling up in the dice. Okay. It could be the energy of you, whatever placements that you have, or other individuals if that's what you're looking for. So go ahead, start commenting bonus. Because the train is here. Hopping on the bonus train. We're going to get on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Virgo? How is Virgo feeling going into this week? Ooh, irritable, emotional, off balance, off kiltered. Spilling your cups here. Sagittarius energy. What's the external influence of this irrational anger or upset? Just overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed. You too are overwhelmed by the stuff around you. Ooh, I just feel busy. I feel like this is a busy week, you know. Did you too start emptying the closet like I did yesterday? Are you like, what have I done and how do I keep up with that? How do I keep up with that? Virgo signed up for something that they feel a little bit regret and remorseful, but it's actually a good thing. This is going to build not only your intuitive muscle, but it's also going to build some routines for you this week. There are healthy routines, Virgo. You signed up for this. Remember that whatever you did this week, remember to practice self-love. Okay. I do feel like you have a lot on your plate, whether it's responsibilities, but I feel like you signed up for this participation, whether it's going out, where it's being involved. This is something here that's just beyond your responsibilities. But at the same time, you may feel like, oh, did I take on too much? You did. But that's you facing the consequences, and you are going to be able to rebalance. Justice is here. So you are going to be able to get it all done, or you are going to be able to get through what you feel is a grueling week when it comes to new routines or taking stock of your life. How you're responding. Oh, still tugging at the the areas that you feel hurt you. Now, some of you, it is that resentfulness energy of yourself as well. But this is a really big wound for you. Also, keep in mind, you just got 2 10s here. Now you have the 10 of swords reverse. This isn't something that you get over. This is something here that you take responsibility on. You're taking accountability. You're taking stock. Does it hurt? Yeah, but it was an older version of you who made this decision that felt that they needed it. Okay, if that helps clarify it. So that version of you had to play its part, and you have to understand why that happened. Ooh, you may have been influenced by another, or you may have been trying to escape something to feel a particular way with the devil energy, Capricorn energy. This is something here where you were focused on filling the feeling so you don't feel it that way anymore, versus just letting something and surrendering to it and letting it be. So I do feel this week is actually going to be good for you, but at the same time, there's going to be compassion and empathy. Yeah, look at this. It's like the daydreamer of like, oh my gosh, why am I here? Like you feel imprisoned a little bit, but it's not the sun. Look how she's looking at the sun. It's not going to be forever. Yeah, it's not emotionally fulfilling for what you're doing this week, or what you signed up for this week, or what you did or spent because you needed to fill a desire. You're taking accountability of going never again, and I will be outside soon. I will be able to enjoy the light again. Advice here for you. The Father of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, that's you. Listen, the King of Pentacles and the Daughter of Cups is very honest and practical and caring. And there's this energy here where you may be just reparenting yourself and having compassion for that inner child. The Daughter of Cups, which is kind of like the Princess of Cups, is the energy of being naive, being over romanticizing, giving too much into a situation because they feel they can get that. But now it's like, okay, I can look at these big dreams, but I also doesn't mean I have to say that I have to stop having the big dreams. I have to root a reality in the dreams that I do. And look that maybe I don't have all of the answers So I do feel this energy of you reparenting yourself in a big way and having compassionate for the inner child in you that felt that they needed something to fix it. Okay. This is you going, we didn't really need anything to fix it. We just needed to realize that, we were the light the whole damn time. So Virgo, this week, organize with intuition, not perfection. Follow what genuinely feels aligned to you and what you need to resist this week. Ooh, especially this, because we have your breakaway is the hermit energy, and you also have a tendency to over analyze. It says, don't over analyze your emotions. Not everything needs to be solved, just seen. So allow the emotions to come up, and the emotions are going to be a little bit jarring this week, okay, because of the past coming up. All right, that's what I got here for you, Virgo. If that resonated, go ahead and like, comment below, and we're going to move on to the collective bonus. The collective bonus is coming up. You can totally relate to the Virgo. Do you have Virgo in your chart, or you just can relate to it? Good for you, Star. That will be good on the therapy. Everybody needs an outlet. Oh, yeah. I says Virgo is the capital of overanalyzing. Yep. Yeah, I know. I get it. All right. We are at the collective bonus, our last and final reading for the morning. Reminder, throughout the week, I'm probably going to do some faded dice readings this week. They're not scheduled yet, but I did go ahead and schedule out the next love reading. So they will be on Friday for All Signs Love. So the schedules will remain the same. But make sure you go ahead and set your notifications. I already just posted it yesterday, I think. Yes, yesterday. Had a memory relapse. We're also in the final week here, guys, of the Harmonia giveaway here. For October, which is the Astro Guide box. There's 6 entries left. So once you become a member, make sure you check out the Astro Guide so you can get your ticket. There's very limited tickets. Once this is filled, or, this is the last week, I will be announcing the winner on Sunday on the next All Signs Live. So check out this cool little mystery box. It's not so much a mystery because I kind of give you a sneak peek of what's in the box, but this is definitely for individuals who want to check out astrology. It's a beginner workshop. It's more of like a educational box more than anything this month. And there's some goodies in there as well that are mystery prizes when you get it. All you got to do is get a ticket, and you are just responsible for shipping and handling, and that's it. All right. Let's see. All right, Star, are you ready? We're going to roll the dice. Star, I think Star's still here. It's an educational giveaway. The teacher in me, I had to do it. It's just like in my nature, I had to do it. All right, here we go, Star. We got Scorpio and Cancer. All right, we're going to roll a couple more times, starting off heavily with water. We have Libra. That's nice because we're ending Libra season this week, and we're going into Scorpio season this week. So that's a nice little perk. You guys got a bonus reading. We have Leo. 2 more rolls. We have Aquarius. Okay. And we have Virgo. I think it's our only Earth sign we got. Give me a second while Star writes them all down. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this reading. Oh, it looks like Nancy got it first. All right. Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, and Virgo. Thank you, Nancy and Star. Appreciate it. You both just posted at the same time. I just took all the latest signs. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it got Scorpio and Libra. So if you have any of these signs in your chart, this reading may be for you, or if you're cross-watching, you can just pull that energy towards you as well. All right, let's see how my collective is feeling this week. Ooh. What are you running from? What are you guarded about? Ichabod is like running, trying to get away from the headless horseman. Okay, let's see what you're running from. You're feeling guarded this week? By insecurities. Somebody is trying to, this is an external influence on you. Someone is in deep denial about you, collective, and running from their own insecurities, but trying to throw the insecurities on you. Now, you are guarded, but you're also like, not mine. Like, not mine. Yeah. There's only so much you can take with this individual. Sagittarius energy is up. Listen, this person has to handle their own mess. I don't know who it is, but this is an individual here where they can't deny it anymore. But you're being asked here to, you can be loving, you can be sincere, but also have your boundaries up, because this person here is about to emotionally dump something and point the finger. Why are they pointing the finger here at my collective? Oh, because the sun. Because if they're not happy, you shouldn't be happy. Leo energy. The challenge here is the sun. Well, I'm miserable, so you're miserable now too. Like, is that how it works? Misery loves company. Oh my God. This is not your baggage. Cancer energy. This individual signed up for something or did something at their own dismay. Or demise. I don't even know if that's the right word. But I just feel like there's this energy here of being broken down, broken up, blaming, come pick me up. I don't know if their car breaks down. This person, everything is breaking down with this individual. They're going through a breakdown. Meanwhile, my collective, you're reading about it. Notice how little your cup is as well. I think you used to pour a big cup to this scenario, or I'm so sorry, or put in the feels into it. But now it's like, oh, that's horrible. But I am also in my own home, in my own boundaries, relaxed, grounded. How you're responding to this individual, not my problem. Sweeping it away. You're focused on another opportunity, could be even another relationship that feels like home to you. Man, you got somebody knocking on your door who is going through it. And they're not knocking on the door literally, they're just knocking in your energy field. What's the real opportunity this week? Knight of Pentacles. Stay reserved. Stay steady. You can listen, but you don't necessarily need to give everything up. This is about the long term. The thing is this person has a long way to go before they catch up. And so you could be at snail pace, and this person here is still not catching up. So they're asking you to hold, wait, You might have an individual say, wait for me this week. I'm sorry, I can't wait. I'm sorry, I can't help. I'm sorry, I can't be there in that capacity how I used to. I know you're used to me being that. Three of Swords here, reverse, man. It's not your baggage. Gosh, it's not, you know, and the Eight of Swords is here again. This person here is trying to take your nest egg, or trying to take your security, is trying to allow you to come down to their level. They don't want to see you fly on or fly above. But here's the thing, your wings are just about to spread, and there's a change. You've changed. You're not necessarily making a huge change. You're not necessarily blocking someone or being angry or bitter. This is an individual here who's just letting justice fall out. Oh my God. Libra energy. And we are at the tail end of the season here. You're allowing karma to play out the way it needs to be, and you are not fighting the universe on there because you don't want to be dealt the karma. There were so many readings like that this week. There really was. So many signs got this message. So it was meant to be heard again. The final message here from Auntie is, this is a week here to set your attentions around what's ready for renewal, connections, projects, or personal goals that reflect who you are now, not the past version of you. Resist over planning every detail of your manifestation. Leave room for divine timing to do its part. And also, and I'm going to give you the message here from the unlocked one because I feel guided to do. Welcome this shift into depth. This is a week here for you to journal, to reflect, to meditate on your why, and resist hiding from the mirror. The shadows you face now are gateways. These are not punishments. This theme here for you is transformation through honesty. What you see clearly, you can finally free. All right. That's what I got here for you guys. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And thank you so much to all of my moderators here, Star and Nancy and Isis, for being here through the live. I do appreciate it. And for those of you who are still here throughout the live, but also for those of you who are watching and catching the replay, I will be live throughout the week. Just make sure you check out the schedule on my dashboard over on YouTube. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing rest of the Sunday. Enjoy your day. Okay. Take care, guys.